I don't know. I don't. Is my microphone sound normal? Because I don't have it plugged in. Are we live? It's not funny. Let's see if we're live.
Super chat right here to raffles.ch@gmail.com to buy Mr. Gorilla a new computer. How do you get that out of the way? The disclaimer. This is sponsored by raffles.ch@gmail.
That is not our sponsor.
Your mic just went out again.
No, I'm good.
Unless you're just miming.
Can you hear me? Oh!
It's so quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, like you can't even hear you, man.
Are you sure you can't hear me? I wonder if I need to turn it off, turn it back.
Oh yeah, you still can't hear you. I mean, I can hear me, but it's because it's coming out of my mouth. I don't know if you can hear me either, but I can't hear you one bit. Welcome to the Hunter Show. This is Barbarian Kungfu, and to my left on my screen, which is actually my right, is Mr. Gorell, aka the Silent Genius.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Stupid microphone. I had to unplug my microphone, this one, to plug in my phone because my computer only has one USB plug. This is an amazing.
It's too bad that you gave away that microphone in that giveaway. You could have probably used one.
I have one. I tried to, but you know, they're very mean to me, those two. So they told me I had to give it away.
I bought a microphone at Goodwill a while back. It's flexy and it's got like adhesive on the end where you can stick it onto something.
Oh yeah, very fancy.
But I haven't figured out a use for it yet.
So we have DK Comics and Cosplay Fuchsia only, who apparently when she missed our show the other night, she kind of lost it a bit. And then the Australian Wonder from Down Under. What's happening?
Yay!
I just read the chat.
Viewers.
I always read the chat. Here's the problem.
I don't ever
DK Comics and Cosplay. You're like what's his name? Comic Tom. You just jump in to show, look, I'm here, I'm your friend, and then you disappear and you never come back. So you don't know if I read the chat.
The reason that you don't see them chatting in the chat so much is because they watch us on their 86-inch plasma TV. It's so modern and so advanced that there's no setting on it to type.
She's a boss, so she has like a whole wall. See, you're on the TV. She has like a whole wall. It's just TV.
A bunch of screens all linked together into one big one.
So once again, I will say that I am a true hunter because I went hunting again. One of the first times I actually went hunting. And I hunted Walmart because a certain fella in here said I didn't have this amazing Spider-Man. You know how I feel about Spider-Man is what he said. So I really don't want to leave it sealed. I actually want to put it. No, I want to put it in a bag and board when I mail it to you because I'm not a big fan of the way they
open it up. I don't care. I only want that one book, so like literally, you can have the rest of them, and I'll pay you whatever it costs.
No, I'm just saying I want to open it because we talked about this. It's vacuum sealed the Walmart way. So
I know. I want to see how beat up it is. Them corner dings. I bought a couple of those when I was out of town once because my Walmart doesn't carry comics because all the little kids in town are thieves and they'll steal the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And so if they steal the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they stop buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And because they don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they don't buy comic books. That was what I was told. So this whole area, like I've gone to Walmart, it's like 20 miles away from where I live in a big circle, and I haven't found comics at any of them. But I was out of town once, and I bought some when that whole Captain Marvel long-haired variant thing came out. And I got a couple of those, and one of them had massive corner dents on it, and
this
the
one's got
other
a
one,
this one's got a pretty good one, but I'll do the barbarian thing. Nothing that. Oh, here I'll do this. I'll try to be professional. Oh, except for I don't know how to hit the button. Ah, it's got. Oh, focus! Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
okay,
You see it?
I can get some of that out if I cared. I don't really care too much. Like, it's just one of those things where like that's a book that I can't get anywhere but Walmart. You know.
Yeah, but
And
other than
something
that,
like
it's
that
actually
maybe
pretty.
Spider-Man.
It's actually pretty decent, man. It's not that bad. I mean, I guess they're trained. It's got a little mark right there that you're not gonna be able to get out. But other than that, it's not bad. I mean, like you said, it's not. We're not gonna slab it or anything. But I
No.
actually kind of don't mind this. I kind of like this cover here. This is a cool one.
Oh, right on.
Not a bad one. I am a fan of Venom, even though that's Carnage. And then this one's kind of cool too. This is a. Look at this. Oh, there goes the board. It has a board in it.
At least they put one board in there.
That's a cool cover.
What is that? Original Sin?
It's got an eyeball, like
Yeah.
iSource, which is our sponsor for tonight. You're in the North Dallas/Frisco area, and you have some kind of eye care need. Go to iSource, your source for all eye care need.
Bam, 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 bam.
That's actually a cool cover, though. Even though I wonder if the wife would let me put this like in a thing and then put it by the desk, and I'm like, it's got an eyeball.
It's an electric eyeball.
All right, and then I bought one for myself. Now that I know this is a board, I'll just cut here because I was very, very careful not to cut it. It doesn't have the dotted line that says "cut here" like Barbarian stuff.
Man, they're blowing it.
See what it is that I don't have. I have the source of light way over there, and I don't have it in front of me. And so my camera is the most technologically advanced thing in my setup, and so it's having a hard time figuring out what the hell to do with all the light. Because the light's way over there, and I'm a little lazy. You see, I don't feel like walking over there. So this is the one that I got. I wanted the symbiote Spider-Man. Thought that was pretty cool. I'm a sucker for the black guys. And then it has this, what is this thing called? When you, is that Alex Ross? Oh, when you, lenticular?
Oh, you got a lenticular. Boy, that's fancy.
That's called modern, people. It's called modern comics. And then I got War of the Realms #1, Journey into Mystery.
That's cool.
So those are the comic book pickups for this week. Thank you, Walmart.
It's pretty sad that your LCS is a Walmart.
Yes, my LCS is Walmart. It used to be Bueller's bargain boxes, but now it's Walmart.
See if they'll start a pull box for you.
Dude, you don't know how weird my Walmart is, because people are like, "Oh, my Walmart has it over there." Why my Walmart? Okay, they have this big stand. I don't know if your Walmart has this, where they put all the like warmed up food that I don't know how long it's been there, like a chicken sandwich has been there for 2 days.
It's got like the rotisserie chickens in it.
Yeah, and it's in the middle of like the walkway. Well, you hook a right there, and there's always a bunch of stuff there. That's where they put like, I think it's for the because our Walmart it's a brand new one, so they do all the
on TV stuff and all that.
Yeah, well, what's where you can order stuff online and then you come and pick it up. They had this big giant stand, and so all those big things they push to go get the stuff that you've asked for, they stack them right there next to their rotisserie thing. So to get to the comic books, you have to go around that thing, and you got to push some of those out of the way, and then you go behind. You can get it from the other side, but that's kind of where the like all the cigs and stuff are, the cigarettes, and so it's like it's kind of awkward to walk behind there. But I'm assuming that's the guy who drops off the comic books. That's how he gets to it. Is he goes that way. But if you're trying to get to him, you kind of have to like meander and push your way through it to get to the comic books.
That's good though. It makes people not buy them, so that when something comes out that's worth something, you'll have it.
Oh, I don't know. Well, hold on. Oh, Dave loves sleep. You guys sleep on my couch all the time. I don't appreciate it. You have a bed, use it. The question is, did the mystery box at Walmart, I guess you're talking about Walmart, pay for itself? And there's enough speck there to get some popcorn, shrimp, and wings on your next visit. Ooh, I don't know.
If you get one of those mystery or the little, because it's only 4 books, right?
3 books. You only get 3, baby.
You only get 3 now.
3
Okay.
books.
It seems like you had 4 before in the first one, the ones I bought, but they cost $7 each. Is that right?
$9 now.
So they cost $3 each for each book.
$3 each for each book, yes, sir.
So I mean that's basically cover price.
Basically, yes.
And there's second prints for the most part. If you find one that because it is like they're exclusive to Walmart.
They are.
You can't get it anywhere except for Walmart. So if you really you're a freaking obsessive compulsive like me with Amazing Spider-Man, and you want to have every single cover, you got to buy the one at Walmart. And so if you buy that and sell it to me, I might pay more, but it's just because I can't go to my own Walmart and buy it.
Yeah, I've seen the ones that people want. Like I think this one, but definitely the one you got. I think I've seen it for like $9, $10, which is the price that the little thing is.
That's the price of the whole pack.
But it's for that one book, so you get the other 2. So I think that's kind of what people do. They didn't used to be this. This is the first time I bought one. Was for you to get this thing. And they used to be $5. They used to be the same price as the giant DCs, and now they're $9. So I mean, unless there's just like
Walmart, man.
I don't know, because like you said, there's second printing, so you can usually find second printing. But maybe if it had like a second printing or third printing or whatever of like, I don't know, like Rise of Kylo Ren, because you can't even find the second and third printing, and I really want to read that book, then maybe I would. But dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Walmart's getting in on the spec game.
I guess so. I guess they figure. Here's the thing, though. I don't think my comic book store, known as Walmart, I don't think they're going to be charging $9. Or if they do, I think they'll probably pull it because nobody is buying them. Like they're a lot there. I mean, you saw all those ones I was flipping through. Like
there was a bunch still there.
Nobody buys them, and definitely nobody buys the DC ones. Like you can get. When they switch them out, there's still like 5 or 6 of each one. Batman, Superman.
I was really surprised that Superman book that came out. I think it was was it Batman or Superman on the cover, where it's actually worth money because it's like a retelling of some origin or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. It showcased something. Anyway, it's still worth like $15. And I was really surprised there weren't any.
Hey, comics on my mind. I had told a joke, and it wasn't a joke. That actually happened. There was all that hoopla about Wonder Woman. I mean, Lois Lane getting tortured or killed or whatever happened. And I went over there to look, and they had the entire, because they have it set up where like in this entire little stack, it'll be Batman, and they have like another. It's like almost like a bookshelf thing. It'll be Batman, Superman, Swamp Thing, I think, Titans, and then there's like a random one, like Bold and Brave, or still be something random one there. And they had the entire stack. So I was literally on eBay, and I was selling them for a couple dollars less than everybody was, because I wasn't trying to like make a fortune off of it. But I was people can't find it. I was trying to be nice, but I was actually taking pictures of them and selling them on eBay before I actually purchased them at Walmart. I was like, oh, click. I put on eBay, and it was selling really fast. And I was like, I don't know why everybody else can't find these, because my Walmart has them, man.
Well, that's why, because like I don't have a Walmart that has them. So I bought mine from I think Andrew had a bunch of them, and I think I bought mine from him, the Superman one, and that's just because it was like I don't even know I don't think they even recalled it. I think it was just people got pissed off, and they said that they might recall it or something. But because of that, like I had to buy it.
People got pissed off about something.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
People are so sensitive nowadays.
So, do you have, how many subs did you get from Metarog? I don't know, because I had like 277 at one point, and the moment he said, hey Joe, what's happening, man? The moment he said, okay, there's no more giveaway happening, it dropped down to like 270 immediately. So I don't know. which is fine. But I wasn't like mad. I was laughing. I thought that was funny. So I don't know if it's dropped down more than that, but it was just funny because I
Like,
was like,
people subscribe to you and then turn around and unsubscribe.
well, yeah, because Metarog, he would only do a giveaway if everybody subscribed. So everybody in the room was subscribing to each other.
What kind of people? Like, he's not going to know. He's not going and checking everybody's feeds in the chat. Like, I was in.
Funny. I wasn't
must have-
upset. Yeah, I have 200 and I have 270, and I was up to like 277 because I was gonna put on there. I almost have 280, but I didn't want to seem like I was begging for a sub, so I didn't say anything. So 7 people unsubbed the moment he said, "Okay, there's no more giveaways tonight." Maybe they had subbed to me before and realized how bad the content was, so they're like, "I'm not gonna say." You know, that's kind of cool. I want to. Woo, woo, woo. I'm kind of changing shades of red.
I must have subscribed to like 20 people in that stream that he just did. And I came in there right at the end. And like I was even folding laundry while I was doing it, watching it and stuff. And it's just because I don't care about subscribing on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'll sub everybody.
If I want to like catch your stuff, then I'll make sure to like ring the bell. And then it always just comes to me. But I subscribed. I probably have like 30,000 people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube.
But you know what though? I did that one time.
It was
have you
funny
ever seen
I got 2 subscribers.
Have you ever seen Area 51?
Yeah.
Okay, so I subbed to him one time like that. Not like that, but we're like in there talking and he was making some funny comments. So I subbed him and I didn't ring the bell or anything. And then one like Sunday morning, I was watching TV, nothing to do, and it came up to suggest because I was subbed to him, but I just didn't have the bell ring. And I watched it because I had nothing else to do. And now I watch like every Sunday. It's pretty cool. Like he goes and buys. He's like a lot like you. He goes to like thrift stores or Goodwill, and he buys random like figures and see if anybody knows what it is. Like just random stuff like the real Ghostbusters from like 1981, and see if anybody knows what it is. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and he's got that cool like spin around toy display thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I've seen a few of his videos too. Like I will admittedly tell everybody I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch a lot of live stuff, but like I don't want to get sucked into the screen thing where you're staring at your screen 90% of your life. So I try not to like spend a lot of time watching YouTube.
What else are you gonna do if you're not staring at your screen? Haven't you seen like what is it?
I try to not do that.
Like Wally or whatever.
Like our group chat on Instagram is 24/7, and so like I'll get sucked into that. So I don't know. There's other parts of life that are I need to do.
My job and the only fun I get out of there our toxic chat is to drop a grenade in. And then I make sure, and if nobody's paying attention, I'll make sure it's really, really going off really well. And then I'll leave and I'll come back and see what people said about it. That's usually what my goal is in our chat.
But I'll tell you one thing, about not watching as much YouTube, and what are you doing? Like, you have 2 things from Walmart, and I have a stack of stuff over here to show. And watches.
Well, let's see what you have to show. And I'll work on my life. And yes, Kachun, hey, friend, you shouldn't say stuff that are mean that hurts my feelings. Like they sub to me, then they watch my videos, and that's why they unsub. It's not nice. You're not even from this country. I should call Uncle Trump and make sure that you're here legally.
I can only assume that you're talking about your boy.
No, it's freaking the Australian. He's the one. That guy. Can you believe that guy's taking shots? He's sneaky shot taker. He's a sneaky shot taker. He acts like he's all nice and stuff, and then he'll throw a little jab in there. You know what I mean? Hurts a little bit more, actually.
Well,
what's happening, man?
I had to go and pick up my Jeep. I was getting worked on today, and on my way home, I was like, "Hey, I drive past this Goodwill, which is a store that Mr. Gorell never will go to." And
I never would go to. I just never have gone to.
You never will.
I'm not too good for it or anything.
Anyway, I went in there. Every time I go to Goodwill, the first thing I do is I look in the glass case where all the best stuff is, because I collect swatch watches and I always look for them. And today I found 2 swatch watches, and so like these are $5 each is what my Goodwill charges. And so I found this is a thin one, which is really weird. It's made of aluminum.
That's really
And,
thin, actually.
yeah, and see, like I'm a product of the '80s, and we would trade swatch bands. Like this one, I got this one. This one's actually worth a decent amount of money. I looked it up, and they sell not what people are asking hundreds, like $100 for this thing on eBay, but they sell for between $40 and $70. And this one's like in perfect shape. It's got the original bands, and it's got the green tag that lets you know it wasn't on sale half price today. But so that's a good deal, $5. And
Yeah.
I got a bunch of these. And actually, I was just telling my wife before I came out here that I decided I'm going to put a bunch of my swatches on my Instagram page to sell. So if anybody likes swatch watches, I'm gonna have them on there. I got a bunch of them. I've been collecting them for years, and they just sit around. So figure why not? I'll sell them now because I would rather have the money to buy comic books.
Honestly, I didn't even know that was a thing that was collected. Swatch watches.
Oh man, yeah. Like there's some really really expensive ones. Like I have a it's a 007 James Bond one. It's all like brushed aluminum. You got a leather band. It's really really like fancy, you know. But swatches are Swiss made watches. If you've ever heard of Hamilton watches, Swatch is made by the same company that makes Hamilton watches, and they're like, you know, not super high end, you know, they're not freaking like Rolexes or Bulova or something like that, but they're real nice. They're good watches. They last forever.
That is hilarious because I would have assumed that Swatch watches are like just garbage because they're swatches.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people think that too. Like that's just crap from the '80s. It wasn't expensive back in the '80s, but you know, it was part of my childhood. It was like lining your wrist with Swatch watches. Like you'd have like 4 or 5 on one arm and like 2 or 3 on the other, and if you're like swapping bands with your friends, it was the best. Those were the days. But then I went to the flea market. I got stuff here at the flea market, and then I got stuff here that I bought from Sasquatch 210 on my auctions, on our auction. So which one do you want me to open first?
The one that has all the Doctor Strange you bought for me.
Okay. So I'll open up the multi-pack first. But first, out of the same strip mall flea market place, I got these two. They were $2 each, I think. And this is just something I thought was cool. It's called the Mummy Archives. And I'd never seen it before. It's by that company, Millennium Comics.
Oh,
so
you know,
it's the Mummy Archives #1.
Does Millennium do like classic monster kind of things? Do you know?
I don't know. Like this isn't. I don't think that it's not like a Universal Monsters mummy. This is more like a. I don't really even know because I hadn't got the chance to open it up and look in it yet. But it looks more like a Egyptian mummy story.
So everyone here is talking about how much they like the flea market, and I don't know if I've ever even been to a flea market, so I need to change that about myself.
I also found this for $2, and this is the first appearance of Tombstone.
Oh.
And I got that out of the antique mall at the flea market, which is also where I get the multi-packs. But it's in really nice shape for $2. Like I couldn't not get it. Tombstone's one of my more favoriter Spider-Man villains. So when I saw that, I was like, hell yeah. So the first multi-pack I bought because it has a Dazzler Sienkiewicz cover that I don't already own. Man, this glare is just pissing me off.
She's on roller skates.
Yeah. And it's got that. And on the back, it's got, oh, well, what number is that? That's number 35. And on the back side, like these things, if people have watched this before, they show like the cover of the front and back. So the other one is Teen Titans number 45. And I don't know if this is anything of importance. I only bought it because it's got the Sienkiewicz Dazzler on it. And I'm trying to get all those Sienkiewicz Dazzler covers. So these multi-packs are $6. They're $5.99.
In Walmart. Outrageous.
I know. And I think you get 10 comics. And because I have a what do you call that? A vendor's license. I have a tax ID number. I don't even have to pay taxes on them.
Why do you have a tax ID number?
That's we'll talk about that. So I already showed the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And I gotta find a place to set these where they won't fall down. And we got Godzilla, King of Monsters, number 5 from Dark Horse. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he's got the spider.
He's got some weird spider fighting him. Oh. Yeah, from the All Tarantulan. Anyway, Nomad number 2. That'll go great with my Nomad number 1.
There you go.
And these are always like, you only buy them for the ones you see, because the inside ones are almost always crap. I've only ever gotten one good book out of the inside part.
If I had
the first appearance of Lady Deathstrike was in one of them.
Dave is saying that Dazzler is awesome. Here's the thing. I know absolutely nothing about Dazzler. I have no clue anything. Couldn't tell you.
Well, I bet you've never heard of this either. Michael Moorcock's Hawkmoon, Jewel in the Skull.
You watch your mouth, sir. What kind of a comic book is that?
Michael Moorcock's.
Sir, you know.
That dude's pissed at his parents.
Yeah.
Mom,
I was just not opening that comic on live TV.
I don't want to be a Moorcock, Mom.
It's been your family's name for generations. You will love that Moorcock, and you will use it as your own.
Here's ESPers number 2. Another one that I've never heard of. See, most of the inside ones I turn into packing material when I do my shipping stuff.
Oh, they got low print runs, man. Come on, spec.
They do, man. I'm telling you, if Axel, I think that says Axel, press button number 2. If that ever pops, I got a freaking near mint copy right here. And we got Lycanthrope Leo, number 7. This kind of looks like that dude that we watch on Instagram that does the art. It kind of looks like his art. What's his name? Nomad?
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Lycanthrope. Yeah. And next we have Starman number 37. Soon to be. This is a spec book right here, because I heard that in the last panel on the 4th page, she gets naked.
Yeah, without looking, what Starman number is that?
Number 37.
That's a spec. You should know.
I did know when I looked at it. And then Dazzler number 35, and this isn't like great shape. It's not all beat up or anything. So that's going to get...
So Dazzler converts sound into lasers depending on the strength of the sound. So she utilized Black Bolt's scream to melt Thanos. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, she's bad. She's badass. Plus she roller skates.
Every time I think of Dazzler, I think of Jubilee. Like I think they gotta have the same kind of powers, like little sparklers.
Jubilee shoots sparkles.
Yeah, but apparently Dazzler melted Thanos.
Like Jubilee is like a alpha level mutant now. They said. Because she's super powerful. Well, there's a really big comic in here. I wonder what that is. So the first one on this one is Justice League 140. That's what's on one side of this one.
I like that. I like that. You can send it to me because there's no way you're going to want it. Or you're just going to put it in a dollar sale. You won't even look it up to see if it's worth anything.
Probably. But I do know what this one is. And this is the first Venom number 5.
That's sweet.
So I bought it for that because this book is worth more than I paid for the whole thing. And it's in good shape. Like, it's not beat up.
I don't know if I need that one, but I don't need it, so it doesn't matter.
Well, this is going to go probably in my Barbarian boxes because it's a first print. Or not a first print, because it's a first appearance. Because I actually sold one more Barbarian box today. Today is the last day. Tomorrow, is the last day that I'm going to be doing Barbarian boxes for a while. So it's your last chance, people, if anybody wants one. So yeah, this is in really nice shape. I don't even think I got to press it first, but it's Venom number 5.
I really think I need that. That's a problem. But I'm not going to look to see if I do.
Wait a second. Why does it have this weird? I wonder if this is a second print or something. I don't remember mine having this barcode. I'm going to have to look because that looks different.
Let me look. You do that, I'll look.
Yeah, I might have to look. Next one. Propeller Man, number 4 from Dark Horse. This is actually really cool because I collect jetpack books.
That's actually kind of cool. Like, it's so bad, it's kind of cool, actually.
I collect covers. Usually, like I'm more Golden Age stuff, but backpacks are like jetpack covers of old books. But this'll count. I'll take that. Propeller Man. And then we have X Factor number 95. I have nothing to say about that. And Showplace. What is this? This is an Image Comics book, number 9. Showplace presents the Big Bang Comics. It's supposed to look like Showcase.
Showplace. I grew up in Las Vegas, and I know a place called Showplace, and it is for adults.
That's weird.
So every Venom Lethal Protector number 5 I see has that logo on the corner.
Does it? Okay. It just didn't. I don't know. It looked weird to me. This is Thunderbolt.
There's a Stan Lee one that sold for $40. Signed by Stan Lee. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Mine's not signed by anybody, but I could sign it. Ooh, this is Domino Chance, number 5 from Chance Enterprises.
Hey, Perry Comics, what's happening, man? Sorry, I didn't see. I was looking for that. That kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know why it bothers me.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. Okay, what do we got here? Stormwatch, number 2, Jim Lee.
I have so much of that damn Image from the 90s. I know nobody else does, only me, but God, I have a lot of it.
Last but not least, Omega Man number 9. And then this same Justice League book that apparently I'm giving to you.
No, not give it to me. I just said you're going to sell it for $1 without looking into it. What was that? What was that?
I bought this when I found it in the box originally, and this is going to make you so happy. Originally, I was like, hey, I'll buy that for Mr. Gurrell because it's got a Doctor Strange book on it.
Oh, yeah, and I don't think I have that, which is kind of weird because I have that's actually an older one. I don't have all the older ones.
Doctor Strange number 16.
I don't have that one.
And so I was like, yeah, I'll get that for him. And then I flipped it over, and I was like, no, I'm going to keep that one. This is Rise Zero, first appearance of Deadshot.
Don't you have a lot of those?
No, I don't. This is the only one of this I have. No, okay. I have I'm sorry, I have Bloodshot, not Deadshot. First appearance of Bloodshot. Yeah. I have a bunch of the Bloodshot 6s and 7s. I have like 20 of them.
That's actually really cool. I've never had that one.
And I was debating because I've never actually seen this book in person, and I couldn't tell if it was the white cover or the cream one or whatever, the off-white. But I'm pretty sure it's the off-white one. But still, that's a $25 book.
That's pretty cool.
I know, and it only cost me $6. Hey, there's something in here that's like in Mylar or something.
Hey, and think about how much that Doctor Strange book's got to be worth at least $50 or $60.
Yeah, this is a matte one. It's I don't think that's glossy, but I can. It has a little fingerprint on it, so since it's a white cover, I'll be able to clean that. There's like a little fingerprint.
Oh, okay.
Right there, that little smudge dot looking thing.
Relax.
That's awesome. So I bought that. So now I'm not going to give you all these. I'm just going to keep them.
You bastard.
I'll still give you this if you want it, though. For a reasonable price.
Okay, it's Doctor Strange. I'll give you $1.25.
So here's the book that was already wrapped up. And it's Infinity Crusade #1.
Oh, that's actually a cool book. I have that one. That's pretty cool.
It's a newsstand.
I feel like DK Comics and Cosplay and her little boy are taking shots at me on that, but that's fine. I got big shoulders. She told me I wasn't worth $25 to you, Barbarian. I know that's not true. I know that I'm worth at least $25.
Ain't worth the world to me. This is Hero Comics Champions #1. This must be the banger box right here.
That is banger and the clanger.
That's right.
Not just banger.
After banger. And then we got, what the hell? This is Warlock Infinity Watch #18. It's an Infinity Crusade crossover.
I like that book as well.
I don't know if I have this. I'll have to look at that.
Shh, you do. Don't worry about it.
Shh. I've been working on putting all those together. This is Guardians of the Galaxy #20. It says it's a Marvel Comics milestone.
Ooh.
Vance Astro is Major Victory.
That
This
is
shit up in True Collector Comics. I bet you don't find that thing. Next, we got Youngblood Strike Files. Oh, God. At least I can't complain about the lips being wrong on this book. It's Strike Files.
You've been looking for that one your whole life.
He just totally avoided drawing any lips on that section. Yeah, that's going to go over there in the pile of stuff that I don't even need to look at again. Oh, wow.
Such a hater.
Here's more. Youngblood. I can't even tell what that says because it's got a bunch of lipless fucking shit people drawn over the top of the title.
Why do you get so bitter about it?
Youngblood Battle Zone #1. Because look at that lip. Wait, yeah, there's no lip there.
He's snarling. He's not a human. The other ones, there's no excuse for that one.
Where's the rest of the lips? Shit.
Here's the thing. It's not that. It's the fact that he doesn't have any originality. Every one of his characters are like clearly from another thing.
Here's a Rye #6. So I'm going to look that up. It's got Deadshot.
Has anybody ever actually read those Rye books? Or is it all just...
I never have, but I really like the trailer for the movie.
Is it all just spec, or is it actually a good story?
I don't know, man. Like I totally blew Valiant off. I wasn't even interested at all in Valiant, and so I never read any of that stuff.
Hey, Brand, let me tell you something. Between your Artist of Moorcock or whatever and you blowing Valiant off, this is gonna ride down the tubes. This one.
You're getting kicked out of the YouTube. The last one's Guardians of the Galaxy 22. So this one was the best one of all of them. It actually
it might have been the best one of all time.
The garbage is of a higher level of garbage.
It might have been the best one of all time because I feel like that actually had decent ones inside of it. Because most of the ones I got were like, I don't even know, like Chris's detective stories. It looked like it was like a homemade comic book was what I got from those things when you got me.
Yeah, like the first two that I opened. I had a bunch of crap like that.
All right, here. Do you have more to show?
If you want to, I got it. Yeah, all this stuff I got from Sasquatch, but I can wait. Like I'll pull it out of the bag.
Better. Like, that's gonna be better than what I have to show. So let me show mine. Sasquatch is probably gonna.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, huh? You're gonna show yours, but you put me on? Huh? Are you still there?
Yes, I pulled myself off the stream. I don't know why. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I got some stuff, and this is what I got. I got some Black series. This is Padme Amidala. It was 50% off that yellow price sticker, so it was like $2. I figured might as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got that one, and then I also got Dryden Voss. He's on the what is that, Solo? His face is the one that kind of lights up. Also, it was 50% off that price. So again, $2. Michael Moorcock is one of, I bet he is one of your favorite authors. Does Delphi know about that? He wrote the Ulrich saga. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. All right, so then I wouldn't got these. I hope the son's not actually watching, especially with the content that Barbarian made this tonight.
Why doesn't it surprise me that Kachung knows a lot about Moorcock?
That's what I was thinking. So if it's kind of like the Star Wars, you kind of have to buy these when you see these because there are people who like, what do you call those, like army build. And so I got a couple of clone troopers for the boy because he is very much likes the clone troopers. And then we watched The Mandalorian together, and he really liked it, and it was fun watching it with him and him getting excited about Star Wars again. And so I didn't find The Mandalorian, of course, but I did find Dune here. She was kind of a pretty cool character. A female character that I think they did a good job with and didn't try to make her all weird. She was just kind of a badass. And believable, because I think in real life she's a badass. So those are the toys that I got and my pickups. And this computer is getting really loud and it's never done that before, so this might be a short video.
Okay, I'm gonna show. I got books here that are for me, and I got stuff here that's for Mo. He wanted me to show his because he's at work, and I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he couldn't because he was at work. But I'm just.
We haven't had Nemo on in a long time. I don't know why he doesn't like us.
I don't think he likes people.
Okay, maybe Kachung, you can custom paint the clones, but I am not good with paint. I do okay with pencils, not painting stuff. But that would be kind of cool, actually, to paint those. Now that you say that.
Ooh, paint them battle damaged.
No, hey, Dave sent me all these links to all these Star Wars guys who like custom stuff, and now I don't know if he was being nice, if he was trying to troll me, but now I have to look at everything they do all the time. They're very talented.
That I got in here. I know y'all are just totally enjoying me trying to get into this.
I'm just lost in your eyes at the moment. It's okay.
So Mo, you got you a nice little Spider-Man popsicle.
Sweet. Did he want that one? You got that one time? I thought he wanted that.
Yeah, I have one on my filing cabinet.
I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something to say.
There's so many extra boards. He did so good about this. So Mo, if you're watching, grab the edge of your seat.
Grab it.
And be amazed.
Right next to Michael Moorcock writes his stories. Grab that part of the seat.
Your first book, Static Shock, #2.
Ooh.
This is actually like, I really like Static Shock. Like, and it's only because of the cartoon that was out. Like, I was too old to be watching cartoons, but I really liked watching. I'd get high and watch Static Shock.
Easy.
But yeah, I was always big into some Static Shock. So
I don't know this cartoon, Static Shock. Why don't I know of this?
You've never heard of Static Shock?
I have not. I'm sorry.
Since I can't do it, lay into him. So the next one looks
Has anybody else in the chat, have any of the two people watching, have anybody ever heard of the Static Shock?
Static Shock, yeah. Anyway, this is Video Jack #1. I don't know nothing about that. I guess Mo is in the Video Jack.
Oh, I bet he is. I heard that about him.
That looks like. Oh, this one has a note on it. It says, "To Mo from Sasquatch. Told you I'd get you back.
Uh-oh.
Enjoy." Dun
What
dun.
the hell?
Dun.
What is that crap? I need that book. What?
This is Strange Tales 170, the second appearance of Brother Voodoo.
That is actually really cool. I'm trying to get some Brother Voodoos, but Brother Voodoo is out of my due price range.
So Mo,
good job, Mo.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The OK book.
Brother Voodoo is the shiznit.
So
Kachung, Fuchsia, and Mike W. Rogers says, never heard of it.
What?
Yeah, it's not just me, baby. Mike Rogers says he knows when he wears socks on the rug what Static Shock is. Other than that, he don't know.
I'm like 70% disappointed and 30% shocked.
I'm gonna go on YouTube tonight and find out what this is.
Man, it's awesome. You got it's totally like a ripoff of. There's everybody is kind of a ripoff of other super powered people, you know, but it was from Milestone, is like, you know, the more urban ethnic comic publisher of its time. I'm trying to thread the needle here without sounding like your typical bearded white racist. I love black people, just so you know. That's
of course a white racist would say that, of course.
God, he's so typical.
I bet your best friends.
You know, there's a lot of interesting characters in it, and he's just awesome. Like, he's so funny, and he made me laugh. I mean, the pot probably had a lot to do with that too, but it was worth it. So now this is the bunch of books that I bought, and there's a couple books in here that are for Hoser from our comic book.
Hoosier. He likes that better.
Hoosier.
Yeah.
He's not from Indiana, though.
I know.
I think I remember what's mine, so I should be able to tell what's his.
Mike W. Rogers says, inner city comics like Steel?
Like Steel, yeah.
We're walking a fine line here, white people. We're walking a fine line.
Let's just go on. Let's move on to the next one. Character over here. They call him Flag Smasher. So this one has stickers in it too. I'm not going to pull them out because he wraps them in the stuff, and it's kind of hard to get them out. So I'm going to fight with that in a second. So let me make sure. I want to make sure I take Hoser's books out because that's funny. Which one is this? This must be Hoser's.
Barbarian, we can't see the joke. You're laughing, but you're not sharing the joke.
So the first one I bought was Dead of Night #1.
Oh yeah, that looks like something you would buy.
That looks like something
you would buy.
Yeah, I have this series, and I think I have a variant to this because I don't have this cover, but I have this book, so that's pretty cool. I guess I bought this because I don't remember buying it, but I wouldn't put it past myself. This is there's a sticker on it. It's Fantastic Four 65.
Doom? Is there Doom in that?
No. It's got Ronin on it.
Yeah, I think Doom. Ronin's actually really cool. That's a cool book, though, man.
I must have.
That's a cool book.
Well, I guess the other one doesn't say Hoser on it either. I'm going to have to find out for sure. This is the other book, and I know I didn't buy this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is going to Hoser.
Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe you just keep it.
Both are going to Hoser. I don't know. First appearance of Ronan the Accuser. Okay, then I know I bought this. This is Power Pack #1. That's a gold book right there. I've been trying to get this book for a long time. He threw in #2 to go with it, which is awesome. Because, you know, you got to read at least the first couple in a series.
How are you going to know if you like it? You got to read them.
And then he sent this to me and it just says to Barb, enjoy.
Ah,
It's a Sasquatch original Silver Surfer on a
that's really
Silver
cool.
Surfer black blank. So there's some original art by Sasquatch 210. Cool.
Old
Thank
man
you.
Parker's here. Old man Parker's here, and he says that's the best surfer cover ever. Is that Fantastic Four one?
You can tell he put a lot more time into it than I did on mine. That's it. That's all of them. That's the whole shebang.
Yeah. So the the hoser there, you're gonna have to watch out what he does and likes because he does some shenanigans. So I got to be able to pay him back. I think he's up to some shenanigans.
Can you take it off of me? I'm very self-conscious.
Oh no, I like it being on you.
It feels strange when it's staring at me, like the world is staring at me,
But it's better.
as if I'm like out there for everyone to see and watch.
Yeah, you put yourself on YouTube. That's what happens, buddy. So I had to recycle a Comic Tom original art because I could not find a bag and board to put your Spider-Man in a bag and board until I find other bag and board. So not only are you getting a Spider-Man for me, but you're getting a Comic Tom bag and board Spider-Man.
How can you tell?
Like I said, I got it out of this. This is what I got it from. He said it's a art that used to come in his monthly mail things. He put them in a bag and board when he sent them to you.
Really? I never got any that were in no fancy bag and board. He must have liked you.
I don't know. I never talked to him. I always talk to the Parker. I can look for you, dude, if you want. I mean, if they're gonna be anywhere, they're gonna be in my they're gonna be in my Walmart, my LCS.
What does he want? Don't do it. Don't give in to peer pressure.
He wants an amazing, same thing you wanted, Mr. Don't Give In to Peer Pressure, Amazing Spider-Man book from Walmart.
Sure, Parker wants some Walmart books.
So I sold some Daredevil books to Tankalicious, and then he was like, "Oh, how much you want for those?" And I was like, "I don't know, Tank." He was like, "Oh, just give me a price." He was being so nice. I said, I'll just send them to you. Just pay the shipping." He said, "Okay." So I was telling the wife what I did. She said, "If he was to send you books, would he make you pay for shipping?" And I said, "Probably not, I guess." She goes, "Then why would you make him pay for shipping?" "Because we're poor, eating ramen noodles, lady." She was like, "Well, I don't think you should make him pay for shipping." So apparently I'm not making him pay for shipping. So I'll be sending his books out tomorrow. So not only did I not make him pay for the books that he bought, now I'm going to actually pay him to take the books from me. So
that whole auction thing just totally didn't work out for you.
Yeah, it's not the auction. I'm not. I haven't picked up the nuances of the auction game yet. Apparently, because it didn't work.
So you should go on there next time instead of having dollar rounds. It's I pay you $1 round. So claim this book and I'll give you $1.
Yeah, I bought Parker. I bought like 4 Comic Tom boxes, like way before I even really started collecting comic book books again. So for me, it actually worked because I didn't really have any comic books, so it kind of worked for me because I didn't even know what I liked or what I was doing. So, and when I bought Comic Tom, they were like $20, and you got like 5 books in a trade. And every trade I got for him for those 4 boxes, I liked every one of the trades. So for me, it worked. I doubt in the long run, or anybody who's actually been collecting for a while, does it work probably. But for me, it did okay. But the moment I started like really collecting, kind of figuring out what I liked, I realized that most of the time mystery boxes they're fun for supporting people, but I don't know.
You know,
Like
when I signed up for the mystery mail call, it was totally out of spite. Like I didn't even care about what they were doing or any of that stuff. But my wife and my daughter both had signed up for these like monthly mystery. They were like makeup kits where like they would send you it was $10 or something like that, and they would send you like random makeup. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, I work so hard. I should have a mystery thing. And so I was like, I like comics. I'll find a freaking mystery. I was like, I didn't want to do the loot crate thing because it was too expensive. And there was this mystery box thing. I forget what it's called, but it's like a survivalist one where they
Oh
send
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
you might get a pocket knife or you might get like a fire starter, but it's pretty much just a bunch of random bullcrap. And and so like the mystery mail call was the one I found, and I think it was $25 when I signed up for it. So
Yeah,
I was like, my wife and my daughter, that's $20 for both of theirs. I'm like, it's pretty close to being the same. So I signed
my
up for it, and like within a couple months, I was just like, why am I buying this thing? Like I don't like any of the stuff I get. I got
my
one comic that I liked out of the 5 boxes that I got. $100. No, that's $125 worth of buying mystery mail calls, and I got one comic that I liked.
Yeah, I
All
don't know.
the
For me, it was the trades because, like I said, I hadn't read any of the trades before, and I really kind of liked them all. They were pretty decent trade, pretty good reads, and so it worked for me because just because of the trades mainly. I couldn't even tell you really what books. I mean, I did a video one time of the Bueller box versus Comic Tom's box. So that's where the books were. But now I can't remember what books they were, so they weren't too memorable. I don't think I got. I think I got a. I think the first Bishop. I think, which I like Bishop, so that for me that was cool. But I do think at the time I got that, I think it was like the third one I got. I think I have like 3 of them, so that's a pretty common one. There for a while, like every time I would buy books from somebody randomly, like cheap comic books, on Instagram or something, and they throw in a book, they'd always throw like I felt like they were throwing stuff in like the first appearance of Bishop, or those kind of characters are worth like $5, but it's a first appearance kind of thing.
Man, that's an underrated book too. I don't know why the first appearance, either the cameo or the first appearance, like those 2 books in a row. I don't understand why those aren't bringing down money.
I don't
Like
know
that's
because
he's
he's
an
freaking
awesome character.
because they
He's been in
suck with
movies.
him. They don't know how to use him because he's awesome. I freaking love him.
Yeah, I always liked Bishop. But yeah, I bought like 5 or 6 Bueller boxes. Those are the only 2 mystery boxes that I think I bought besides these
Yeah.
freaking $6 ones at the flea market. But I've gotten a few things that I really like out of the Bueller boxes. I like the way that they were tailored more to like when he first started doing them. Like you would get 3 books that were consecutive, like a 1, 2, and 3 of a title that it might be like something you never heard of. Like there was something he sent me, and I still have them. They're actually on my shelf up here with all of my trade paperbacks because they were thicker books. But it was like a series I'd never even heard of before, and so it was cool. Like I was able to read that, and I didn't like it, but it was at least I had the option to like not start in the center of something, and it wasn't like a cover. But there was some cool stuff in there, and his was cheap enough. I was buying them, giving to other people. Like I just buy it and send it to this guy.
Yeah, I got I did that with Jeffrey I think one time. I won his he one time he had a box he said he was gonna release. There was nothing but shiny covers, and I got that box. And I guess there was actually some pretty good books in there because there's a lot of like shiny books that are actually worth some stuff. Like there were actually some pretty good ones. Yeah, so I have heard Peter Barker said, did he ever ship the extra? Because Dave said he got the extra box one time he won it. I've heard a lot of the times when someone wins his giveaways, they never receive them and won't respond to the messages. I've actually heard something about that before, but I never knew if it was hate or real. So I can't. Yeah, Comic Tom. I've heard rumors that when you win, like when you're I don't know, like when you share on Instagram, you win extra something, and I have heard that people do not receive them. But I mean, there's so many people that sign up for his box. I don't even know if you can confirm that. Honestly, I don't know. Unless you know somebody.
If it was true and word did get out, I don't think it would really matter. So you never know. I don't see somebody like putting themselves into that position. But I mean, if Kachung's in the chat, he's going to answer whether they ever.
He said he got his. He said he did get his when he won his.
Okay, yeah, because I know like I won something. One of the first YouTubers I ever watched was this dude named frickin' it was Key Comics Market Watch. I was trying to remember his name. I can't remember his name now, but he, I used to watch his videos. Like I went back and watched. He had tons and tons of videos, so I was like going back and watching old videos, and all he did was show hauls. And I really liked that when I first started because it's like this dude's showing a bunch of stuff, and he had a lot of knowledge about what he was talking about. But he did a giveaway one time, and somehow I won it. And like I'm not complaining because I don't. If you're giving me something for free and I'm not paying for it, I'm not paying for the shipping. Like I don't care if it takes me 5 years to get it. That's like it's no skin off my back. But yeah, it took a long time for him to send that to me, and it's like he probably had better things to do than mail me a free book. But yeah, I can get that.
If I always give Perry a hard time. I don't think he's in anymore, but Perry owes me the entire. I'm not gonna say what it is. I actually don't want him to send it to me, but he popped off one time and said he was gonna send me the entire run of something, and I said okay. Like I was in the chat, and I said okay, and then he asked me for my address or talked to me about it on Instagram one time, and I never heard back from him again. And I actually think I even said one time that if he ever did a giveaway for like 500 subs, just to do it there. So I let him off the hook. But it was funny because the other day I said something like, "Oh, you still owe me books." He's like, "I do? From where?" And I was like, "Dude, just read your Instagram messages. Like the only time we've ever talked about it on there."
That's funny.
Fuchsia says she loved her Barbarian box. Yeah, I agree. I feel like Fuchsia got a really nice Barbarian box.
What, you don't think yours was good?
No, mine was good. I don't. Has anybody else ever? No, mine was great. I love mine. Has anybody else ever shared their Barbarian box? I feel like the Barbarian box are a little bit nicer than the price tag that you're giving out. Is what
Discovery Bay showed one. Actually, Discovery Bay is the one that just bought another one. I have to do that tonight. Pack another one up. Yeah, he showed his on his. He did like a bunch of different mystery boxes all at one time, and he did mine on there. And he liked it. There was that was one I was able to put like an original piece of art in that I did, and he was collecting original art, so I already knew, like I was gonna send that to him no matter what. But I thought it was kind of fun to be able to put it in a mystery box.
Yeah, I mean, I know you say you get stuff cheap, but I don't know. You spoil the kid.
Example: $6 for 10 books. What is that? Do the math real quick for me. What is that? That's like 15 cents a book.
Something.
So if I wanted to, I could put this Rye Zero into one of my Barbarian boxes and make money.
That's true, I guess.
I'm not going to do that, but I could because I really like that book. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, man, I buy collections. Like I'll buy a whole collection, and I'm not that dude that goes on Instagram and shows like his ASM 361 that he got for 15 cents because he bought a whole collection and only paid 15 cents a book. But I mean, I've gotten a lot of really good books like that, and I don't mind sharing. Like I'm trying to narrow down my, like right now I'm like that horse running out in the field with no blinders on, and I see it all and I want it all. I want to go over there everywhere. So I'm trying to like narrow my thing down. And
yeah, I was gonna say my boy who does that, those artworks up there. Angel. Wow, I can't talk. Angel Dominguez guy. He does art for me. He found that Batman where the Joker has got the bats for the face.
Yeah.
And he found that.
880, is that what it is?
Yeah. And what's up, dude? What? What? You already gave me that. Come on. Love you. Good night. You okay? He just fell down. Anyway, so he was telling me about that, and I was like, it's super awesome. He's a super cool guy, and I was like, and he was telling me that. Yeah, I was telling you, it reminded me of when you told me when you found those books at the what was it garage sale, and they had all the signatures on them, and you were like shaking, and you're trying to get to the car, and And so I asked him, I was like, "Were you like shaking?" He was like, "Oh, dude, I was totally running for." I was like,
Yeah,
I totally
man.
like bought it, then ran to my car like I stole it or something, and I was laughing. And then after I got out there, I was like, "Man, that's really cool that he found that." But damn, how come I can never find that? And I was kind of like, being like kind of joking, but stuff. And the wife was like, she goes,
Yeah.
"When do you ever go out of the house and look for stuff?" I'm like, "Woman, that don't matter, damn it." Then you see
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, yeah, you could find that. Like, you went to some yard sales and maybe hit up a thrift store once in a while.
I was like, "Woman, sometimes people just want to vent, man. They'll be bringing up facts and stuff. Damn it, I'm
You're
trying to
not
vent
gonna
over
find
here."
it on eBay, that's for sure.
I'll be like, "Man, I'm trying to say life is unfair. You're trying to bring up facts. Like, of course I don't go looking for it. That takes effort."
Yeah, speaking of those signed books, like you were talking about, Perry is supposed to be sending you all those books. I have a signed Lobo #1 that I told Perry, I was like, I'll just send it to you because I don't give a shit about Lobo. And it's a signed book that I found in all that same stuff. So I think I paid like $2 for it. But I've been waiting on him to send me his address. And I was like, I'll just send it to you because he likes Lobo, I guess.
Why
But
would you
it's
say Perry Lobo? Perry doesn't even read, bro.
maybe he's working right now and he'll be like, oh, wait, I got a message on Instagram. There he is. But it's still sitting over here waiting
Well,
on him.
is that it?
I don't have anything else new that I bought.
Well, is
I'm I'm doing an auction tomorrow. Like we're doing our Tuesday auction. It's going to be the last one before we head off to C2E2. So I'm going to try and have some pretty good stuff in there. Thankfully I have pretty much, well, up until just a minute ago I had sold out of dollar books. So I might have a couple more dollar books now, but I'm 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 gonna try and get this whole box emptied that I have over here, $2 and $5 stuff, and then if I can do that, man, it'll be great.
well, you heard it here first, people. The character, the red dot on his chest, is gonna be a dollar book in tomorrow's sale. So
No, but I might auction that. I would have to clean it and press it first before I sell it, though, just because the condition that it was in when I got it. Like I can make it nicer.
when do you leave to go to C2E2?
I'm leaving Thursday.
Like
I'm
this Thursday?
I'm leaving not super early Thursday, but like around noonish, maybe a little bit earlier in that. And my plan is to drive up to Nashville and see Toy Crunch and Shortbox
Yeah, why?
because they're on the way, and I'm gonna be tired. And
Toy Crunch for sure, but I don't know about that burger. I mean, short box. I'd visit Toy Crunch, but that short box, she's shifty.
those little hands. You just never know.
So you're leaving this Thursday, like 2 days from now?
Yeah.
Shit, we should have planned that out better.
And then this is funny. My whole plan, because our Airbnb is for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So I don't have any place to sleep Thursday night. But I'm gonna get there. The con starts Friday morning. I'm gonna try and get to Chicago at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna park in the parking lot as close to the building as I can get. Like I'm gonna try and find the best parking space I can, and then I'm gonna camp in the back of my car for the night.
And then come knock on your door. You know that, right? They're gonna tell you get your ass out of here.
Who?
Security. There's no way they're gonna let people sleep in their parking lot.
I'll pay. Like it's a pay parking lot. I'll pay in there, and I got one of those windshield covers. I'll put that up in the windshield. And I've been watching this dude on YouTube that does like urban camping, and that's what he did. Like he gets like those solar blankets, like the chrome solar blanket, and he has what did he have? It's like a station wagon or something, but he like hung it up like a tent in the back, fold the seats down and hung it up like a tent, and so when you're inside of that, the light doesn't get out. Oh, it was awesome. Like watching his thing. I was like, I'm totally gonna do that.
I totally saw.
I might get arrested, but I think they would just tell me I had to move on.
Yeah, I sold. I watched one time. It popped up on my feed. I don't know why. Suggested, and it was a dude who got kind of like a U-Haul, but it was like the smaller one, so it almost looks like a van. And he got it wrapped for the Geek Squad. And so it looks like Geek Squad. I mean, it looks good enough, but if you look closely, you're like, that look right. Like the font's a little bit weird, but it's close enough. And so he parks in like Best Buys and stuff like that, Walmart parking lots, and he said no one ever bothers him, and he lives in it. Like he has a little vent he pops up when he cooks, and he puts a little pipe out there, and he's got a TV and everything, and it looks like a Geek Squad van, so he pretty much movie van, so he pretty much parks anywhere he wants to. It's pretty funny. But
or
man,
just do the opposite of that, and you could get just a regular van and put the U-Haul stickers on it, and then just go to any place that rents U-Hauls. Sure, and you can park right there with them, and no one would be the wiser.
How many are in the Airbnb?
Oh man,
it's gonna smell real good in that place.
Without counting, I want to say we have like 6 or 7 people, maybe 8, somewhere around there. And I don't think there's 8 bedrooms, but there's 12 beds. And so, I mean, there'll be some people that get their own room and some people will have to share a room, but it's all good.
Andrew gets his own room.
Yeah, no one wants to sleep with Andrew. You wake up to like some soothing, soft rock or slow jazz.
Slight little massage. Yeah, don't worry about
it. You look tense.
So, do you have to work this week at all?
I'm done. No, I'm off work for 2 weeks. I go back to work after the 1st.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll talk to you about something then. All right. Well, that's like an hour and a little bit more. So I think that'll do it for this week on the Hunters. We found some good stuff. Went to my LCS Wally World. There's for all your comic book needs. Well, I think our sponsor, the iSource, for all your eye needs. And if you want to support the show and grow the show, right there is the place you send the money to. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
And don't forget, Barbarian Box is still available until tomorrow.
And also don't forget about the auction tomorrow. Listen, whoever's watching, like the 4 people, listen quickly. They have to make money to go to C2E2. You can probably bleed them dry tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to sell stuff probably cheaper than they want to because they want money to go to C2E2. Little hint, insider tip.
The last show, I auctioned off my Batman Damned and only got $60, and I was happy with it.
Bye, guys. End the broadcast. Here we go with this thing again where it doesn't want to end. This computer, I swear to God. End the broadcast. End the freaking broadcast.